Our planet Earth came into existence 4.6 billion years ago. As a member of the solar system, it was blessed with the sun's light and heat. Over a long period of time, the Earth evolved into a wonderful world of life and nature. In the name of social and economic progress, mankind has consumed large amounts of fossil fuels such as oil and coal. The result has been the creation of worldwide environmental problems such as acid rain and global warming. Industrial developed countries like Japan have the necessary resources such as capital investment funds, pollution control technologies, and human resources to prevent air pollution, water pollution, and other environmental problems. This is not the case for some overseas countries. As basic environmental conservation measures alone are not always sufficient, and because they lack the necessary investment funds and technologies to do so themselves, these countries often must wait for the support of industrial developed countries to tackle environmental pollution. Global warming became a subject of concern towards the end of the 1980s, and concrete measures to tackle the problem were first discussed internationally at the Earth Summit that was held in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil in 1992. In 1997, the COP3, United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, was held in Kyoto with the goals of establishing numerical targets for emission control and reduction of greenhouse gases, and for adopting rules for achieving these targets. Japan's environmental conservation technology is considered to be among the best in the world, and the transfer of this technology is sought from countries around the world that are now facing serious environmental pollution problems. ICETT, which stands for the International Center for Environmental Technology Transfer, was established in 1990 with the aim of transferring and sharing Japan's advanced environmental conservation technology among overseas countries, with the hopes that these countries may be able to make full use of this technology. In order to effectively transfer this technology to overseas countries, ICETT carries out its activities on an international level by accepting foreign participants to study here at ICETT in Japan, and by sending its own study delegations overseas as well. In its activities, ICETT makes full use of pollution control technologies and related knowledge that were developed and gained through Japan's valuable past experience with environmental pollution. During the late 1950s, Japan's first large-scale petrochemical complex was completed in Yokkaichi City of Mie Prefecture. Over the course of the development of this complex, serious air and water pollution problems arose in Yokkaichi City due to pollutants that were being emitted from the complex. However, through continuous efforts to tackle these problems by means of strict government regulatory measures and anti-pollution technologies, industrial pollution problems were almost completely overcome by 1976. Yokkaichi City is now drawing attention from countries around the world as a city that has successfully conquered its pollution problems. ICETT is a non-profit foundation that works to facilitate the transfer of environmental conservation technologies to overseas countries. ICETT contributes to solving international environmental problems in line with the government's international environmental cooperation policy. At the same time, ICETT is supported and funded through the cooperation of the national government, Mie Prefecture, the Yokkaichi Municipal Government, and a large number of private companies and academic circles. ICETT continuously strives to develop and transfer technology that is appropriate for the actual conditions and needs of overseas countries. ICETT is located in and functions as the heart of the Suzuka Foothills Research Park, which is positioned at the base of the beautiful Suzuka mountain range. In addition to full-time permanent ICETT employees, ICETT staff consists of administrative officials on dispatch from the Mie Prefecture and Yokkaichi municipal governments and employees on dispatch from private companies. The wide range of knowledge and skills that the ICETT staff possess are the driving force that helps smoothly propel ICETT projects. The facilities at ICETT are well designed to provide foreign training course participants with a comfortable environment during their study and stay. In 1993, ICETT had the honor of welcoming Japan's Crown Prince and Princess to their facilities. ICETT also welcomes many other Japanese and foreign visitors. There are 4 seminar rooms, a study room, and a library. Since foreign participants in ICETT training programs stay for about 40 days, ICETT makes efforts to provide a variety of dishes. The private rooms are spacious and designed to assure privacy and rest. You can find many areas to relax and talk with other participants throughout the center. In line with ICETT's goal of promoting environmental conservation, a solar panel unit which produces clean energy has been installed on top of the ICETT building. ICETT's activities can be divided into 4 areas of operations. Now let's take a look at each of these areas. In order to promote international environmental conservation, ICETT welcomes managers from private industry, engineers, and government officials in foreign countries to study at the center. ICETT has already received many training course participants from China, Southeast Asia, Latin America, Eastern Europe, and many other regions. ICETT offers several training courses, including courses on environmental conservation technology and global warming. A comprehensive curriculum which begins with an outline of environmental pollution prevention and includes lectures on a variety of topics ranging from the administrative system all the way to corporate environmental protection policy is incorporated into these courses. The training program lasts for about 40 days and includes lectures, workshops, and factory visits. Lectures are conducted by ICETT staff members and by outside speakers that come from private industry, government organizations, university, or other academic circles, and who are renowned for their expertise in their specialized fields. As part of its training program, ICETT puts emphasis on field trips to nearby companies that employ advanced environmental conservation technologies. This is a coal-fired power plant. The plant was designed with the protection of the environment in mind. It incorporates the latest technology and also monitors the emissions of pollutants. Here you see a joint wastewater treatment plant at Yokkaichi's No. 3 petrochemical complex. This plant went into operation in 1971 and has adopted the use of a highly advanced water treatment system that was developed over many years of confrontation with pollution problems. Wastewater that comes from every factory in the complex is treated here. and the treated water eventually flows into Ise Bay. Pollution control equipment has been installed not only in Yokkaichi, but also in just about every factory in Japan. Foreign participants in ICETT's training courses have many on-the-spot training opportunities to learn about Japan's advanced environment-related technologies. Countries throughout the world are facing a wide array of environmental pollution problems. In addition to ICETT's in-house training program, ICETT also has programs to send lecturers overseas to provide training and technical support. 1/4 of the world's population lives in the Asian Pacific region, and the world's developing regions, a majority of which are found in Asia, are experiencing rapid economic growth. Serious environmental problems have accompanied this explosive growth, and prompt measures to combat these problems are necessary. ICETT sends lecturers to these countries to provide training in environmental pollution prevention and support in the transfer of environmental conservation technologies. In addition, foreign participants that have studied at ICETT are now working on the front lines in their respective countries' battle to protect the environment. Research and development on environmental conservation is one important aspect of ICETT's activities, and ICETT conducts joint research programs with private companies, universities, and research institutions. This is an ICETT research laboratory at a private firm participating in one of ICETT's research and development projects. Here they are researching methods for eliminating carbon dioxide, which is the primary cause of global warming. In order to enhance the smooth transfer of effective technology, it is necessary for ICETT to accurately grasp the present condition of environmental conservation in overseas countries. Therefore, ICETT conducts comprehensive surveys overseas, and if requested, provides data or consultation services. In order to expand its knowledge base, ICETT sometimes undertakes joint projects or participates in surveys that are managed by other institutions. In 2000, ICETT undertook a research project that was aimed at proposing environmental conservation measures for the government and industries in Vietnam, a country where environmental pollution problems are becoming severe due to rapid industrialization. ICETT also organizes and hosts many international symposiums and lectures on environmental conservation. In order to promote a greater public awareness of environmental problems, ICETT publishes periodicals and participates in exhibitions. Also, ICETT is active both at home and abroad, promoting the sharing of environmental conservation technologies. Today, environmental problems are not just local problems, but global problems that transcend country borders. Take, for instance, global warming. Global warming is primarily brought about by industrial activities of mankind that cause concentrations of pollutants, such as carbon dioxide, to be released into the atmosphere. This, in turn, causes solar heat energy to accumulate, thereby leading to a rise in temperature around the entire globe. In the future, global warming will cause the sea level to rise, bring on abnormal climate changes, and destroy the ecosystem. Global warming is caused by emissions of gases that lead to a rise in temperature. Regardless of which country is responsible for their emission, these gases affect the entire globe. At the same time, there are cases where the effects of gases emitted by polluting countries have been more severe in other countries or regions. In order to protect the Earth's environment from problems such as these, it has become imperative to establish stronger international environmental cooperation. In the 21st century, it will become increasingly important for mankind to protect the Earth's precious environment for the sake of our children and posterity. Here from Yokkaichi City, the mission of ICETT is to facilitate the transfer of environmental conservation technology overseas. ICETT is Japan's main instrument for promoting international cooperation in the area of environmental protection, and ICETT is firmly committed to halting the spread of environmental destruction. In addition, ICETT holds a vision for a better world environment. In order to realize this vision, ICETT actively collects and shares environmental information and works to facilitate the growth of technologies. Day by day, ICETT is striving to make contributions on an international level to the conservation of the global environment.